Hello, fellow Bereans. We are back again with Sabbath Day's Journey, Part 2, or Video 2, and we are going to do Chapter 2 of Sabbath Day's Journey. I am literally just taking you through the entire book step by step on these videos. You can get the book from Amazon or on paperback or ebook. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's start with Chapter 2. It's called The Second, and the name of it is Holy. All right. So let's go back to the beginning and explore the history of the Sabbath, because we need to know that. So we're going to read Genesis 2, verses 2 through 3, and find out when was the very first Sabbath and who kept it. All right. Over here, we're going to go to, I'll just take you straight to here. Get off there. I'm going to go back. All right, so let's put you back on here on Bible Hub, and then you can just key it in at the top here as well. Genesis 2, and just put verse 2. All right. Let me make that a little bit bigger for you so you can see it better. So, Genesis 2, right after the creation, it says, "And on the seventh day, God finished his work that he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work that he had done." Let's go to verse 3. And it says, "So God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it God rested from all his work that he had done in creation." All right, let's go back to your other. I'm sorry. No. Okay. So can you answer those questions? When was the very first Sabbath? And who kept it? The very first Sabbath was kept by God himself after he finished his creation week, right? We know that. During the creation of this world, the Sabbath was established as the seventh day. God hallowed the seventh day of the week and instructed his people to remember it and keep it holy. What does holy even mean? We use that a lot. We really use that term loosely, attaching it to every carnal thing, sometimes even pairing it up with curse words. Holy cow is, the one that goes around in my house. So we're going to use a Bible study aid, just like Bible Hub, and write the full definition of holy. It is the Hebrew word kadash. And you can just Google Strong's number 6942 if you want to, and we're going to write the definition of holy. So go back to here, and all you can do on this is so fun. So you're on that verse, right, that has the word holy in it. Go up here to the top and find the Hebrew. See that little icon right there? Because the Old Testament was written in Hebrew, and then it's going to give you every word in the verse, and it's going to give you its original word and the definition. Sanctified. So here it is, the original word was sanctified in this case, 6942, here it is. So click on that little blue number over there, Kadesh, to be set apart, or tells you how to pronounce it too, Kadesh, you don't know, so you can sound like you know what you're talking about. To be set apart or consecrated, right? And then these are all the different ways that it has been translated: become consecrated, become holy, dedicated, prove himself holy, purified, regard as holy. You can read all those. And then if you go on down, it's going to give you more broken out definitions: to be set apart, consecrated, and hallowed. All right. You can just go crazy with this. Show oneself sacred or majestic, to be honored and treated as sacred, to be consecrated and dedicated, set apart as sacred, consecrate, dedicate. You can go all the way down through here. Strong's exhaustive concordance basically means pronounce or observe as clean, ceremonially or morally. Hallow, be kept holy. All right, so we are going to go back to the book. And there's a space here for you to write down what your definition is of holy. Basically, short and sweet, I put it's holy means set apart, consecrated, separated. All right, God ordained the seventh day of every week as holy and set apart, sanctified, purified, consecrated, made sacred for a purpose. In Genesis 2 and 3, this same Hebrew word was translated as sanctified. So that's what's a good idea to verse map. You can go back into the original language and see what the original word was and why it got translated like that. All right, now we're going to notice something here also. In Hebrew, they don't name the days of the week a certain name like we do. And case in point, our day names come from pagan gods. Like Wednesday is Odin's day, and Thursday is Thor's day, and Saturday is Saturnalia's day, and Sunday is the sun god's day. Anyway, in Hebrew, their days of the week are just named first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day. And the seventh day, the word actually means rest. All right, Shabbat in the Hebrew. The rest of them are Yom Rishon, Yom Sheni. This is day. Yom is day. All right. Notice that it was not to be any other day of the week, just the seventh. In the original language of the Bible, Hebrew, the days of the week are not named after gods as they are in our Western culture. They are just named as they relate to the Sabbath. They are simply numbered first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, Sabbath. Okay. All right. All right, real quick, I want to show you something else. This is just a little thing. This says in over 100 languages of the world, the seventh day of the week is a word that means rest. So in Arabic, it's Sabbat, means rest. Armenian is Shabbat, Bosnian, Subato, Bulgarian, Sabota, Corsican, Sabutu. So you see all these words, and that's not even all of them listed here. The seventh day means rest, or it's a word close to Shabbat. So that is pretty cool. All right, let's go back to our book and we'll go on. All right, after the creation account, the Sabbath isn't mentioned again really until Exodus 16. So this is right after the Israelites have been brought out of Egypt and are journeying to the promised land. So read Exodus chapter 16 to understand the whole context of the Sabbath in the manna story, you know, about the manna story falling from heaven, specifically in verses 4 through 7. So let's look that up. Hang on. All right. So if you look up that scripture, it says, then the Lord said to Moses, behold, I am about to rain bread from heaven for you. And the people shall go out and gather a day's portion every day, that I may test them, whether they will walk in my law or not. On the sixth day, when they prepare what they bring in, remember, on the sixth day, it will be twice as much as they gather daily. So Moses and Aaron and all the people, at the evening you shall know it was the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt. At evening you shall know, and in the morning you shall see the glory of the Lord, because he has heard your grumbling against the Lord. All right. So what was the question? I'm looking in my book. Why does God want them to gather twice as much manna on the sixth day? Because they're going to rest on the seventh day. So the whole thing is, it's a test. He tells them right there, I'm going to test them to see whether they will walk in my law or not. All right. So it was a whole test. So if you look back at the book, why does God want them to gather twice as much manna? It is a test. He's saying, will you trust me to provide this food for you on the seventh day as well? And will you obey me? This is still the test today if we choose to observe the Sabbath. Do we trust him enough to stop work for one entire day that he will provide for us? And will we obey his commands? All right, read Exodus 16 and 23. Let's go back and grab that real quick. Wrongy one. Da-da-da. Let's go to scroll down here to 23. And he said to them, this is what the Lord has commanded. Tomorrow is a day of solemn rest, a holy Sabbath to the Lord. Bake what you will bake and boil what you will boil, and all that is left over lay aside to be kept till the morning. So the thing was, they already knew and observed the Sabbath. This is before the 10 Commandments were given at Mount Sinai. Many biblical scholars believe that Sabbath keeping began in the garden, right? God kept it. He probably taught Adam and Eve to keep it because they walked with God. The Sabbath has been observed by man since the dawn of creation. It has never ceased. All right, to whom do the Sabbaths belong? Let's look this up. All right, so the question is what? To whom do the Sabbaths belong? Leviticus 26 and 2, observe my Sabbaths and have reverence for my sanctuary. I am the Lord. You must keep my Sabbath days. You shall keep my Sabbaths. You must keep my Sabbaths, my Sabbath, my. So who do the Sabbaths belong to? They're God's, right? All right, now the next question is, for whom was the Sabbath made? And we are going to look at Mark 2 and 27 for that one. And then he said to them, the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. Or in another translation, the Sabbath was made to meet the needs of people and not people to meet the requirements of the Sabbath. The Sabbath was made on account of man and not the man on account of the Sabbath. So if you look back, we think that God made the Sabbath for himself for some reason. Actually, it's the complete opposite. He made it for us. He knows we need that day of rest and rejuvenation, and he knows we run around like maniacs every second of every day. He knows we rarely take a break, and so he established a day and commanded us to keep it holy. He did that for us. He didn't need to create man to fill up the Sabbath day. Okay, he created the Sabbath day for man. And how long are we to keep the Sabbath? Let's go look these up. Not give me that. All right, Leviticus 23 and 31 says, you shall not do any work. It is a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwelling places. And the other one, Exodus 31. I'll just show you how I find that one quickly. I don't know why the smoke detector is going off in my house. 31 and 13. You can key that in right up there in that bubble too. It's nice. And it says, you are to speak to the people of Israel and say, above all, you shall keep my Sabbaths, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that you may know that I, the Lord, sanctify you. Keep it throughout all your generations. And also verse 17, we'll look at that one too. Exodus 31:17, same. It is a sign forever between me and the people of Israel, that what's it a sign of? That in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed. Right? That's the sign that you are commemorating each Sabbath day. All right? In summary, and this is the thing that really hit me when I first studied the Sabbath. Every time you observe the Sabbath, you commemorate the creation week of God and follow Him in resting on the seventh day. As our children are taught that they evolved from nothing or a big bang, this is an excellent exercise each week. Observe the Sabbath, and in so doing, we honor our Creator who worked for 6 days and then rested on the seventh. God said to remember and guard this day forever. So that was really a turning point for me to realize that every seventh day, if I'm resting, number one, I'm following what God Himself did. And I'm also commemorating the creation week. And there's more to that as well that you're doing when you observe the seventh day that we'll get to in future chapters. Pretty mind-blowing. All right, for today, that is all of chapter 2. Thank you so much for being here at Berean Bible Journeys. Please click the little like, share, and subscribe, and share, and share, and share, and share. Remember, here's the book, The Sabbath Day's Journey. It is on Amazon as ebook or paperback, and I will put the link below for you as well. Thank you, friends. Have a good day.